Staying on the defensive line, I wanted to ask you about David Oki. He's a guy that I think he was banged up a little bit during the spring. What does he bring to the table? Kind of what do you need to see out of him, the rest of the fall?
Yeah, he bring experience. Played a lot of ball. Played a lot of ball. So just need him to continue to pick up the system. Continue to grow, and Coach Adams continue to get him understanding the system. But he's a guy that brings a lot of experience for us.
From the scrimmage, I'm curious, after you went back and watched the film, was there anybody that you saw like, hey, this guy ran with the threes, but he did so well, we need to give him a look with the twos? Or a guy that ran with the twos and, hey, we need to give him more looks with the ones? Anybody make a move in the scrimmage?
We don't really, it's going to be moves. Let me say that. But it's not really 1, 2s, and 3s. Like, it could change today, it could change tomorrow. Like, we were talking about Andrew moving up. So it's forever fluid. Is nothing that's just constant for us, because you can be with the ones, with the 2s, 3s, with the 2s, or whatever. So it's forever fluid. So I think it's some guys that did some good things, though.
Coach, kind of building off of that, you've talked in the past about guys who can be fluid and in the secondary, maybe be a cover guy and then also be a safety, or on the line, maybe at times be somebody you could shuffle. Have you identified some of those types, some of those flex guys for you on defense?
Larry Worth will be one of them that comes to mind, that he could do multiple things for us, and you'll see us lining him up all over the field. He's a guy, he's 6'5", 225, and very athletic, very smart. So he's a guy that we can line up a lot of different places, and you see Caleb Wooden lining up different places, and Miguel Mitchell, he's just, his FBI football IQ is like off the charts. So we have like the ingredients. We just have to put them in different spots. You'll see Sorey different spots. So, but the guy that comes to mind would be a Larry Worth, because he could do like 3 things, 3 different positions.
And then just one more. Last year in some games, it felt like the defense, Coach Pittman talked about this the other day, almost carried y'all, right, in some of those games. What's the goal as the defensive coordinator to get them from that level of achievement to, almost like you said, the next level of success?
Right. We just have to like, we don't do all this work to be whatever, right? Like, we want to be like the best at what we do, and that's Coach Pittman's standard, offensively, special teams, and defense. So it's my job to make sure the defense is playing at a high level, taking it to another level. This is our 3rd season, right, in the system. Now, the portal was a little different than the older days. The 3rd season, you're like, okay, this is the 3rd year in the system. The guys should have it, but it's forever. The portal is like a revolving door. But the standard hasn't changed. Like, if you're playing the University of Arkansas, you're playing their offense, their defense, their special teams, you're going to see, okay, those guys play hard, they play with a passion. So we just have to take it to another level and be a dominant defense, right? And how you do that, a lot of times, yes, you got to have players, but whoever's out there, those 11, man, just bust your tail to the ball. And when you get there with bad intentions. And everything else take care of itself.
What type of improvements have you seen out of Steven Dix during the summer, and what are some of your expectations for him this year?
Yeah, he's our Mike Backer. He's been around a long time. He's a guy that's played a lot of football, and he gets our front set. He's our communicator. Looking for him to just take over like he has. He is our Mike Backer. So he's our thumper. He's our enforcer. Very, very pleased with his progress. He's recently engaged. Like, he's a man. So, need to be a man on Saturdays like he will be and like he was in the past.
And then pairing it up with another returner and Xavier Sorey, how important has it been for you to have both of those guys back for this season?
It's been good. It's been good to get those guys back. Their 2nd year in the system, right? Steven, I don't know when Steven got in the spring or the fall in June, but I know Sorey was here in the spring. Just those guys getting there that 2nd year and understanding what we're doing, understanding the standard, and just watching those guys just take over, watching Steven, watching Sorey, watching Larry, watching Miguel, guys that's been here, watching Cam, because now you use those guys to get the guys that just got here up to date on the standard and the expectations. So, but it's been good for both of those guys.
I have a question about Cam. A little bit of a rarity. It's going to be his 5th year here. Just what you think of his makeup.
He's unbelievable. Cam gonna be like successful. He's gonna play on Sundays. He's gonna have probably a successful business or run some type of successful program or be in politics or something. I don't know, but he is a great human being. He lights up the room. It's hard to find, and that's something like that needs to be celebrated. Like, he is a Arkansas man. He stayed here. didn't leave. People was coming at him with a lot of money, and he stayed here. So when you're talking about, okay, he's going to be a guy that could come back to football games and people going to know who he is. He could be able to bring his kids here. It means something because he stuck it out. It's year 5. It's unheard of. So he's a guy that's embraced the state. He's a guy that loves the state. He's an unbelievable human being. I could go on and on about Cam. He's unbelievable.
The 3 high that worked so well against Tennessee, was the Texas scheme similar on that? And then also, how much did that kind of structure help what you were doing last year?
It helped a lot. I mean, it helped a lot because you have to, like, you can force feed whatever your scheme is, or you can adjust to your personnel, right? And we had to adjust to it, and we're not going to throw that. We're not going to throw it away. We got it in the playbook. So it's some good stuff. It's some things that we can sprinkle out there when need be, and we haven't put it in this fall camp, but it's in the playbook. So again, what is your personnel? How can you get these guys to play as fast and physical and confident as you can? And that was something that we did last year. Will we use it this year? I don't know, but it's in the playbook.
Hoping you can enlighten us a little bit more on Miguel's FBI, as you called it. And
Yeah.
also, we haven't seen, I don't know if I've ever seen a secondary that's potentially as big with 226, 222, and a couple of 200-pound cornerbacks possibly, and 200-pound nickel. Like, that size, have you been around a defense with that kind of size yet?
No, I can't recall. I recall a couple guys back there being that big, but not the whole back end. First of all, let me say Coach Sauter's does an amazing job. Coach Sauter's got those guys, like, they're big, they're strong, they're fast. So he and his crew does a great job. And length, like, you want to be able to close those windows that the quarterback is looking through, and that's kind of what the length helps us with. Now you want to be big and fast, but you don't want to be big and slow. So big is awesome, but you got to still be able to run. So we had to make sure as they put it on, the strength and the weight that comes with putting on the strength, making sure they still can run. But getting off the bus, we're a good looking team. We make sure we play that well on the field. So.
And Miguel, just what I guess he redshirted last year, played
Right.
and started a couple games. Just what he brought for you last year, maybe where he is now.
Man, he is a very, very smart football player. Like, he sees things, it comes natural to him. He can make every check. He can judge the ball. He got that knack to it. We got a couple defenses in where he is just off the quarterback for him, and he has a really good knack for just finding the ball. I'm very, very pleased with where he's at. He's playing at a high level right now. So keep it going, and what helps him is he's very, very smart.
Gosh, in the spring, you were a little hesitant in the spring to mention anybody that had really stood out for fear of the portal, I guess.
Right.
But has anybody improved as much as Saili? I mean, he's lost 55 pounds or so, and looks like he feels really good.
Danny is doing a great job for us. Like, he's like the biggest, if you look at it, the biggest turnaround. Changed his body, lost a lot of weight. He's explosive. He's quick twitched. He does a really good job for us with some movement stuff and different things like that. But he's a guy that really took just losing weight very, very, very serious. He's been working his tail off, but he's a guy that's kind of trending upward.
It's been a couple weeks now in that cornerback battle. It seems like you're still rotating guys, trying to figure out the best combination. Over the next couple weeks, what do you most want to see? What can somebody do to really grab hold of a starting spot there at corner?
You know what? All of the guys are doing good. Just trying to see, right now, guys playing together. We got the talent. So, who can make these checks? And then, the thing is this. Nobody in the stands see when the D lineman's out of their gap because somebody could get them down. Right? Nobody sees when the linebacker's out of their gap because somebody can get him down. Everybody going to see that corner. It's like, oh, shoot, he's wide open. Right? So we just got to make sure, no balls over our head. Right? So what we got to do is communicate. You got the talent. Who's going to be communicating and make your coaches feel good as far as putting you out there? The pre-snap communication, post-snap communication, and doing your job from there. So it's been a great battle. We got some great talent out there.
Coach, you mentioned Andrew Harris and his brother moved to the U.S. when he was in third grade. You've also got David Oakey, Frank Mulipola, and guys, and you on the offense side, Poshka and Rohan Jones. Just curious, what's that like as a coach, having different guys from around the world? It seems kind of unique.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. The fun part is seeing those guys that's like from all over the world is seeing just how happy they are. Like, you get around Frank, like, Frank just a happy kid, happy to be here and gives great effort, and all those guys, and just seeing like what football can do to someone's life. They can change your life, man. So just happy to be around him. And the good thing about coaching is you're grinding. It's football, and you just breathe for a second and get to know these kids, right? And we've done an awesome job with our head coach, Coach Pittman, like making us get to know the guys, right? Because you could coach them hard if you know them and they know you care about them. So it's been being intentional about understanding these kids and understanding where they're from and what makes them tick and all of that stuff. So, but it starts with our head coach and him being intentional and letting us know, okay, make sure you know these kids, make sure you care about these kids, and then from there you could coach them hard. Coach, appreciate you. Awesome. Thank y'all.